Hey everyone, Chris here with Ghost, and please make sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video, share, comment, whatever you want. We'll keep doing crazy shit like this. Alright, so we're here in Baraboo, finally. Made it out here, driving through everything. Everything is so far away all the time. For this investigation, we traveled to Baraboo, Wisconsin, to investigate a building known as the Old Baraboo Inn. One of the things that this town is most famous for, unknown to me before we started doing the research, was being the hometown for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. From 1884 to 1918, Baraboo is actually the hometown of one of the world's most famous acts, the Ringling Brothers Circus. Now it's home to one of the most terrifying museums in the world, the Circus World Museum. Look at that trash can. What? It's a thing of straight nightmares. Nightmares. The circus was a staple to the early life in Baraboo. Ultimately, it became known as Circus City. When the act unexpectedly picked up and moved their hometown to Bridgeport, Connecticut in 1918, life in Baraboo changed. Are you supposed to get on that?
I think so.
Oh my god, this is the worst. This museum gave us a really great view into how this town was built, but it's not why we're here today. As the Great Depression and Prohibition rolled through America, so too did the vices and violence that came along with that time, and today's investigation is going to take us to one of the buildings in Baraboo that suffered the most from these times.
Let me just preface this by saying welcome to the tremendously historic and extremely haunted Old Baraboo Inn.
Thank you. Tracy Farr. I'm here with the owner of Old Baraboo Inn. Been the owner since 1998, right?
Yeah, a long time.
Okay.
It was built in 1864, and it was a brewery and a winery when it was built in the basement. And then it was like this, a saloon. It's been a saloon all its life. And then upstairs are boom boom rooms, by the night or by the hour, you know.
The boom boom rooms.
The boom boom rooms. There was tens of thousands of people in and out of this building, you know, because it was the main hub for between Chicago and Minneapolis.
Okay.
And in 1989, there was a huge fire here. I was the last customer to walk out that door the night of the fire. And the place just about burned to the ground.
Okay.
They had this dump over 1 million gallons of water on it to save the building.
Wow.
1 million gallons.
That's a lot of water going in here.
And then 10 years later, the guy had to clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started with the upstairs, and you know, it didn't take long to figure out it was haunted.
Okay.
A couple weeks into it, I'm just like, well, I come in and my stuff and moved around. They didn't give me all the keys to close it. You know, somebody's getting in here moving all the stuff around. So I'm starting to tape the windows, tape the doors. You know? I'm like, well, I'm gonna find out where they're coming in and coming out at. Trap doors or anything, you know. And I'm just like, there's just nothing. And I'd see shadow people walk past me. I'd hear people laughing, talking, giggling.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, no, this place. Great, give or take a grade or two, uncle. And I just saw this shadow.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
We had a lot of audio hits like this throughout the night, and every time it happened, there seemed to be something happening in person or in the audio that we caught during review.
I think Chris is a sensitive also. He's gonna find out tonight. This place is off the charts, batshit crazy on it. And that's just what I was talking about, wasn't it?
Yep.
I was talking about catching them out of the corner of my eye and just seeing them and hearing them laughing, talking, talking about me, having conversations, and just there's nobody there. I'm like, what in the hell? And it turns out it's just so haunted. It's crazy. We talk to them. We know who's here. We know what they're doing. We know what their story is.
Okay.
We've helped some of them cross over.
Okay.
And like 3 or 4 of them help cross over, but most of them want to stay here. Yeah, we have a couple former owners are here. We've got several Cowboys are here.
Yes, the Cowboys I've heard about before.
Yeah, Cowboys are fun.
Are they?
And, so we got a few gangsters are here.
Okay.
And unfortunately, well, you know, they didn't value ladies' lives back in the day the way we do now. Okay, there's a lot of the ladies are here. And a lot of abortion, a lot of forced abortions.
Yeah.
All happen in the basement. And so there's a lot of children. And several gangsters, including Al Capone, who's him and his gang hung out here during Prohibition.
Okay.
This was his bar, his place.
Okay.
Sure, he was a criminal, but around here he's kind of like a hero.
Yeah.
He brought in money, he brought in women, he brought in guns and liquor, and he was good to people's kids. So they hid him out here. He was in cahoots with the sheriff here for a long time.
Of course.
They were having their sex orgies and parties downstairs, and it is what it is, you know. But then there's a lot of torture and everything else, and murder and that stuff downstairs too.
Yeah. My name is Chris. I'm gonna come downstairs for a minute. Walking down these stairs, you could feel yourself cutting into a different type of energy. It was a lot heavier down here, being the hallways that people walk through by the mob on their way to be questioned, tortured, and eventually killed. So this is the door to the interrogation room. Got the light. So this was the interrogation room?
I believe so, yes.
Is that a guess or is that a...
A light anomaly appears to come out of the dresser on the left, and I tried to catch it with the camera while checking the EMF detector, which would give us a sign of any electromagnetic field change around us. And as it goes off screen and I bring the EMF detector in, you'll see that the readings actually start to drop, indicating a change in the field around us. Moments later, we capture this light anomaly coming out of the wall on the other side in a horseshoe shape before coming towards us.
Who's down here?
Okay. Let me get down here. In here.
Okay.
Yo, who did that? Right around the corner like that. Tucked in the corner of the basement is the mob murder pole. Again, you can feel the energy coming off of this pole. Just knowing the history behind it and what it was used for, you can see bullet holes at head height, stomach height, and at the bottom, even the stains of those who were tortured on it. It's rumored that a darker presence lingers around this pole, and one really can't help but wonder, given its history, if it's the spirit of the mob enforcer that would be tasked with tying people up to this pole and ultimately killing them.
Does it make you uncomfortable that we're in your space like this? We're not here. We're just asking questions, and we'd like to know a little bit more about you. If you'd... And we'd like to know a little bit more about you. We're not here. We're just asking questions, and we'd like to know a little bit more about you. If you'd like to say anything. You can definitely say it into the red light. We'll be leaving here in a few seconds. Here.
Just moments before this audio started glitching, if you look at Aaliyah's phone, you can see a light anomaly come out of the phone going upwards.
And we'll leave you alone for the rest of the night.
Knowing the history of this location and what surrounds the pole being a darker presence, I really wanted to get going. It wasn't a spot I wanted to hang around too long. You know, I didn't want to bring that kind of energy up into the brothel with us overnight. Know what I mean?
And the more I'm in here, the more I'm in tune with them, the more they're in tune with me. So
Of course.
it's just one big happy family.
And they're mostly fans of you, right? From what I understand.
Pretty much, yeah. I get cracked on the butt once in a while for Mary.
That's because of the boom boom room?
Yeah. Well, they're
Trying
down
to
here.
get you
They're down here
upstairs real
too. There's been lynchings in the front bar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
We usually don't talk about that, but
That's a bit of the history I didn't know about.
that was back in the Cowboy days. There's been numerous shootouts in the bar here. There's bullets embedded in the walls and spots.
Yeah, there's some behind the bar here, right?
Well, we got them all over.
Just all over?
Yeah.
Who are the Cowboys that are still here?
We got Cowboy William. He's from northern Texas or the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Oh, okay.
He's got a little bit of a drawl to him.
Okay.
And we talked to him. He said, Cowboys, like a beer? Yeah, I would.
It's coming right through.
And the only time he ever got perturbed with us was there was some people back there with a spirit box. Started asking him what happened to him. He was murdered back there.
Oh, wow.
By his friend. And the pool cues and pool balls were flying. I said, knock that shit off, knock it off now, don't get him irritated.
Yeah. What do you say? We used the spirit box for the first time. Doesn't have the batteries in it. And now I have to pee. Can you hold this? The spirit box is a device that rapidly scans AM and FM frequencies, which it's believed that spirits can communicate over. Can you come up to the device in my hand and let us know your name? BC is a really nice guy helping me learn how to use this tool to talk to you. Can you please come over here and say hi? Over here and say hi? Can you let us know where we need to go to talk to you? Is there anyone playing pool? Okay. Let's go ahead and check out the Gangster bar. So we make our way out of the bathrooms and into what used to be the speakeasy during the Prohibition era. As we're beginning the setup, a light anomaly appears to shoot through my left shoulder.
I feel like something's watching us.
Probably. There's a lot of ghosts in here. Alright, recording in the Gangster bar, putting the recorder onto the table. That was me hitting my legs like a dum-dum. Alright, if there are any spirits back here in the Gangster bar, can you join me at the pool table? Another light anomaly similar to the first that we captured appears above my head and moves towards the right. What's significant about this piece is that it forms on the screen rather than coming into the shot from off the side. At the same time that that light anomaly was captured, another one rolled across the pool table. Do you want us to get you a drink? Is the cowboy here? The cowboy here? Again, you can see a light anomaly form behind my left shoulder and then pass through it. If there's gangsters here, mobsters, can you knock on the pool table, let us know you're here? What the fuck was that? There was a knock here, but it was so faint on the audio recording that I won't bother to put it in.
It was right next to me.
However, moments later, from about the same location that the other light anomalies have been coming from, you can see another one form behind my head and go towards the pool table. Can you knock again? Can you tell us your name? What keeps you in this building? How many spirits are in this building? We're here to party tonight. Are you going to join us? Can you tell me where we are? Turn this off. Let's see. Alright, recording in the Gangster bar, putting the recorder onto the table. As I begin to listen to the live playback of this EVP session, you can see a light anomaly form again above the pool table, traveling backwards, where it dims and reforms towards the end of its flight. Alright, there are any spirits back here in the Gangster bar. Can you join me at the pool table? As I sit here listening to the EVP session again, you can see another very prominent light anomaly form above my head and very quickly disappear. I'm really not that big on orbs, but this place really did take the cake when it came to unexplainable light anomalies. What was that? Again, a very fast light anomaly forms out of the pool table and follows Aaliyah's back upwards. And you know, sometimes spirits aren't going to communicate with you in the way that you're trying to in that moment, so we decided it was time to try something else. I see you affecting the EMF. Can you talk? What is your name? Can you tell me where we are? So this is actually a really cool piece of evidence. You can see this light anomaly shoot out of my stomach, and as it crosses across the EMF detector, it triggers a change.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now in this part, we welcome Shelly, BC's sister, into the investigation, and she's going to help us capture one of the coolest pieces of evidence that we gathered during this investigation.
Find anybody in the bar?
If this is too loud for you, can you tell me to turn it off? One of the biggest theories in the paranormal community is that spirits or entities can travel through screens and mirrors, and as you can see here, a light anomaly forms in the screen coming towards us, breaking the plane, and actually flashing and reflecting off the screen a little bit.
Say that again.
Moments later, is this voice letting us know where to look? Hello? Hello?
Hey, Cowboy, can we get a woohoo? Are you playing cards tonight? Are you playing cards tonight?
Can you say that again? Can you say that again? Are you getting more comfortable with us? Comfortable with us? I want you to feel comfortable with us. You don't have to be afraid. BC liked us, I think.
Check out the bar stool. Can you say hello to Chris and Elena? Can you say hello to Chris and Elena?
And it goes down.
Oh no.
As I show off the EMF detector readings, another light anomaly appears to shoot out of my stomach. We really wanted to hang out with you tonight. Can you come tell us your name?
Yeah, it's going really, you saw that and it was, look at it, it's pulling off the chart right there. You want to hang out? Look at
With some of the activity we were seeing around the spirit box and the EMF detector, I wanted to do another EVP session.
Bar in the corner, putting my recorder on the table.
Moments after putting the digital voice recorder on the table, a light anomaly appears to shoot out of my hand and into the mirror, followed shortly by this light anomaly, which also goes into the mirror, helping give even more credibility to this theory.
Are you happy it's the 4th of July? Do you like to party on the 4th of July? Is business boom upstairs around the holidays? In the brothel? What's the name of your favorite girl upstairs? Any suggestions? That just go to 8? That just go to 8?
What's great about this piece of evidence is that I actually noticed the spike in the EMF detector followed shortly by this light anomaly appearing above my head.
It's really crazy how ever since we've stepped in here, this thing has barely been at 0. It's just non-stop. We walked around the entire Amboy Railroad. It hit 0.1 and we got excited. Here, you can just tell. I mean, my arms, the hair in my arms is like, it hasn't gone down. I've been in like constant goosebumps since we got in here. The basement didn't feel as dark as I expected it to be.
I agree.
It definitely felt weird.
Also, just to point out, it is 78 degrees out with 50% humidity right now.
Yeah, this thing says it's 82 in here. There's no reason for cold chill goosebumps. Right? And
Yet again, as I go to turn the digital voice recorder off, you can see a light anomaly shoot out of my fingers and come towards the camera.
Alright, I'm gonna take a picture here. Can you please get in the picture with me? Alright, here we go. Oh, it's still recording. Okay. You ready?
As we begin making our way to the back again, another light anomaly shoots out of my back.
Coming back to the bathroom area. It's just still. Look at this. 83 degrees. And let's go ahead and get goosebumps because that makes sense. Alright. I'm back in the bathroom here. I'm gonna turn on this loud device again. If you want me to not use it, just come up to it and say, turn this off. Is there anyone in this room with us? Why are you afraid to come up and talk to us? Is the cowboy back here? Are you in the other bathroom? I don't really like investigating in bathrooms. At least say hi.
We started to make our way back into the Gangster bar, where behind this wall it's rumored that there is a portal that spirits and entities can travel through.
Why is this door padlocked? What is behind this door?
So what's awesome about this piece of evidence is that after I ask the question, we get a response. It's inaudible. It's there. And then moments later, a light anomaly comes towards me, which I seem to respond to.
What is behind this door? What is behind this door?
Watch how moments before this voice comes through, a light anomaly forms and goes towards the spirit box.
I actually want to try something. So we just got the spirit box. It's our first time using it during this investigation. One of the things I really want to try is called the Estes method. And what you do, basically, I'm going to plug headphones into this. You heard it before, this thing is loud as hell. I'm not going to be able to hear anything. I'm going to put these headphones on. I'm going to sit here, and you're going to ask questions. Alright, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to put these headphones on. I won't be able to hear anything. I can't even see you. But you're going to ask questions, talk. I'm going to say anything that I can make out coming through here. There's actual communication with the spirit. It's kind of like that double-blind experiment where, again, I can't hear what she's saying. She can't hear what's being put through this. Alright, I'm going to sit in the chair. I'm going to sit in the chair. You ready?
Yeah.
As I sit in the chair to prepare for my first Estes method, a light anomaly appears above my head.
You can use the device in my hand to talk. I'll be able to hear your words.
Is there somebody here with us right now? Do you not want us here? If you're here, go tap Chris on the shoulder.
Moments after Aaliyah's request for a spirit to make its presence known, a very prominent light anomaly appears on the left side of the screen.
Are you?
Me and you?
Yep, just me and you. Are you playing games with us? Maybe getting used to us being here? How many spirits are here right now?
From the same corner where we received a lava spirit box and EMF activity, a light anomaly appears and floats across the
Enjoy
room.
the holiday weekend? I'm just here to get to know you, spend some time with you. Do you have more plans for us later?
Countdown?
What's the countdown for?
Horror?
Is there a horror here? Do you want a beer? Do you want a beer?
Moments after this question, another light anomaly appears.
Anybody else here? Please let Chris know by going over and talking to him.
Confused?
Are you figuring us out and seeing if we're okay people?
Constant or consummate? Consummate? No, that's not. There's no way that's what that said.
You want to ask the question? He can't hear you, so he can't know what you asked.
Who's here with us tonight?
While no response came through the spirit box, we did capture this very prominent light anomaly coming from my hand.
What's gonna happen upstairs?
That's it?
My mind is made up. Chris is a sensitive.
This really isn't a form of communication that you want to keep open for too long, so we decided it was time to move on.
Brothel Mary, she appears in the ladies' restroom and on the dance floor, and she's in a red frilly can, long blonde hair, you know, and she's kind of a little twisted.
Okay.
She was abused upstairs and bled to death, and nobody helped her.
How about Sybil? I've read a lot about Sybil.
Sybil's cool.
Yeah?
Sybil's cool.
You like Sybil. Sybil likes you.
Sybil likes me. And she was in upper lady. She only had a few clientele. They were all upper echelon men.
Okay.
And but she had one of the corner rooms upstairs, which you're gonna find out tonight. So we've seen her floating across the bar room, going through the kitchen. People just like, whoa, somebody in a white gown just went through the kitchen. I'm like, well, you know, I used to watch all those ghost shows. I never seen anything compares to this place. If you're gonna crash, come on.
Okay.
You never know.
Nope.
When you get up there, say hello to John.
Hi.
I mean, everything in here burned to a crisp, except this tree.
As we begin setup, I'm recording a little bit. You can see the chandelier on above me. In a moment I wasn't recording, it shut off and everything picked up.
Right, we know you're here.
Pretty please turn the light back on?
I was definitely frustrated that we couldn't get this light back on, but we decided it was time to kick off the investigation. Almost immediately, these spirits started letting us know that they were here. As I went back into the kitchen, Aaliyah seemed to be having her own
Do
experience.
you feel a breeze on the back of your neck at all?
Not really, but the fan is on.
No, I know. That's why I was wondering if you felt it.
What I find really interesting
You're standing
about
right
what
next to me,
happens
so if I
next
felt
is
it,
how
you feel
every
it.
time Aaliyah feels a breath, there's an audio glitch.
There again.
That might be my breath.
I didn't feel your breath if you just breathed out. Right there, it just went right through. It was just weird. It's weird. Like, why me?
Is it possible that these audio glitches are just being
Maybe 'cause I
caused
have
by
to, yeah.
these spirits trying to communicate?
But I didn't pay anything.
Oh, you're a lady. I feel like ladies usually don't have to pay.
I mean-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here are $5. Feel like you ladies like those? Feel like you ladies like those? We'll just leave that there for you.
Do we have to put it on the bed, though?
Should we? Okay, I'll put it on the bed. Alright, ladies. I'm here. I'll just put that here for you. My name's Chris. Could you come over and say hello? Could you tell us your name? We hear that you like to have sex up here. Ghost sex up here. Just gonna say it. What's that about? Is $5 enough? I'm gonna shut this light off out here. Are you ready for that? I've gotta do the go live thing that I promised people.
Out of all of the evidence that we captured, this piece of audio is one of the most chilling, and if we heard this in the moment, we'd be gone.
Please wait.
You requested streaming. Once it's available on your channel, you can... Oh my god, I can't go live.
Why? You just moved the page?
I think it's because I just requested access.
Oh, can you go?
There's no other way. I guess, no.
So I was upset because I couldn't go live like I had promised my YouTube followers, and in that moment, something sinister
No.
made its happiness known.
No. Oh. No. You okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time for lights out.
Is there somebody here with us?
Aaliyah started off on the bed with dowsing rods.
Do you care that I'm on the bed? I paid.
Fucking fireworks.
Okay, it's going. Fuck. Okay. Can you straighten them out again, please? Straighten them out again, please?
As Aaliyah asked this question, a light anomaly forms on the left side of the bed.
Can you put the one that moved back?
This is such a cool piece of evidence because Aaliyah asks a question, and on the left side of the bed, you can see a light anomaly form in the same spot as the other, and it's quickly followed up by a response with the dowsing rods.
Alright, ladies, I'm in here now. Near the bed. I have $5. Put this at the bottom of the bed for you. Just want to have a talk. Trying to have a good time in here tonight. Can you come in here?
Opening yourself up on an investigation is dangerous, and I definitely think this was my biggest mistake of the night.
If you need to use some of my energy to speak, you can do so. But only for tonight. Come on in.
As soon as I open myself up, you can hear a female voice say hello.
Come on in. Come on in. Is there someone around me on the bed?
We got Cowboy William.
Did it say wake up?
I don't know.
I'm awake. I'm gonna turn this off. Is there anything else that you want to say? Where are you?
Wanting to keep up with our investigation, we decided it was time to move into the living room where we set up an experiment using a motion sensor ball and a new piece of equipment, our laser grid.
Let it settle. What makes this go off? Gotta move that bitch. You see, it takes a fair amount of movement to set this ball off. Gonna put down something there so you can tell us your name too. Alright. So we're in the main living area now of the apartment. We've set up a little cat play ball, little light up ball on this chair next to a voice recorder. Hey ladies, if you want to come out of the back room and hang out with us, you can. There's no one else here tonight.
So the laser grid is essentially like laying a minefield out, and you set it up so that you can try to capture any movement that you might find hard to see without it.
We came here to hear you talk. Can you turn the light back on that you turned on earlier today? It looked really pretty. Not as pretty as you girls do. Why don't you come out and sit in the chair?
Now, spirits aren't always going to communicate with you in the way that you're trying to communicate with them. In this moment, I noticed that the EMF detector seemed to be responding to Aaliyah's questions in a yes-no fashion.
Is someone here?
Green flash for yes.
Joe?
No changes for the wrong name.
Is it a female that's in here?
and a green flash for a yes when asked if there's a female in the brothel.
If you are in here, can you just cross the sticks together?
Given everything we've seen, this indicates a yes.
Can you uncross them and straighten them out?
So what's awesome is there's no response here, and it's a no, right? We captured an EVP saying it.
Can you uncross them and straighten them out?
Is there anyone around us right now? Are you behind me right now? Are you behind me right now? Are you making us tired? Are you making us tired? If you're gonna make us tired and take our energy, can you at least move the ball that's in the chair over there and make the lights go off? What kind of building are we in? What kind of building are we in? Did you make that up?
Did I say disturbed?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry that I covered your voice. Is that the radio or is that you talking? Who's speaking to us? Who's speaking to us?
We got Cowboy William.
Is your name Bill? Recorder. Is Bill here? You want to come talk to us?
So now comes the most terrifying part of our night, where we had to go to sleep. We were so exhausted by this point in the night, most likely from opening ourselves up the way we did. Here's some of the evidence we captured in that time. Getting ready to lay in the bed, this light anomaly shoots right out of the bed. Wanting to make some sort of change, I got up and you can see a light anomaly shoot right out of my foot. Again, another light anomaly right out of the bed. Now this bit of evidence is really interesting. You can see the light anomaly come out of the bed and go down, and then comes up in a mist or just another light anomaly form. Another really cool piece of evidence where we capture this light anomaly and then an EVP. Could that have been one of the old brothel workers? Now check out this light anomaly. It comes out of the bed and goes towards the doorway and then comes back in. My thought is that it sees our setup with the ball and then comes back. Of all of the light anomalies captured during the investigation, the next two are pretty interesting. It stays on the frame for such a short amount of time, and it's not the only time it's captured. Just moments later, over the bed, there's another quick light anomaly that happens. So we felt like something was standing outside of this doorway in like an enforcer type way the entire time we slept here, and as you can see, something does appear to pass by this doorway as we're sleeping. There's no explanation for this shadow, nothing's passing in front of the light that you can see, it just shows up in the hallway. Now, after switching the camera angles halfway through our nap, I cannot explain what this light anomaly is. It appears to form where the head would be on a chair if you were sitting there, but it's actually coming from behind the window. So if this was a car, you would see the glare moving along the window, and to me, it's almost like something is just trying to come into existence. With the sun starting to come up, it was time to work on the last bit of our investigation. Alright, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. We're in one of the second bedrooms that honestly I think we've just kind of been avoiding all night. It feels weird in here. This whole building has felt weird. I really don't know why we've been avoiding this room. I didn't even want to look in this room before. Here, give me the camera real quick. In hindsight, I don't know why I said I have no idea what's been keeping us from this room. It looks creepy as hell. It's set up for a kid. There's these weird dolls in the corner. It's haunted.
Loft area.
Well, she said to go up there and take pictures.
Fuck that. Getting ready to do the Estes method right now. We're in the second bedroom, up on this little loft area.
Again, we set up the Estes method where Aaliyah's going to act as the operator asking questions, and I will operate as the receiver getting responses.
Is there somebody in this room with us?
We are?
Who's we? Is there anywhere else in this house that you want us to go right now?
Next to me?
Where are you? Is there somebody up there with Chris? Were you a sex worker? Did you work in the brothel here? Or were you a customer? Is it a kid in this room? Was this your bedroom? Your safe space?
We're not letting them? Not letting them?
Why do we need to ask permission to go into the closet? What's in the closet?
The Bible? Brothers? What are your names? Was this your room?
Brothel.
Was this your room?
Brothel.
Are we allowed to go?
Behind you?
Are we allowed to go?
Were you behind Aaliyah? Did you take our energy earlier in the night? Yup. Did you take our energy earlier in the night? Do you like BC? said, well, he's fine. Do you like BC?
He's fine.
You were sapping our energy all night. Which we said was okay. I'm not upset with you. You were sapping our energy all night. Which we said was okay. I'm not upset with you.
That was real.
Okay, that was real? I know that was R something. Did you protect the brothel?
He's fine.
Did you protect the brothel?
He's fine. Help her. Help her. Help her.
Are you over here?
It was there.
Are you over here?
It was there.
This painting is of the previous owner, one of the previous owners, and is said to still protect over this place.
And he lived up here with his 4 sons.
He lived up here with his 4 sons, like the brothers.
Brothers.
This was the only thing that survived the fire. Doing an EVP session in the living room in front of the painting. Why did you protect this painting in the fire? Is this your painting? The living room in front of the painting. I think I'm gonna do Alone in the bedroom. Now this bit of evidence I feel like is important to see the whole sequence of events, which starts right here when this audio starts glitching. Like I mentioned before, the weirdest things seem to happen whenever those audio glitches would occur. And in review, we had EVPs in some of them, but we couldn't use them because I don't feel like blowing your ears out. In this situation, I was closing the door and I heard Aaliyah ask a question, so I didn't want to be rude and I went and asked her. What'd you say? Yeah. As I turned my head around, I noticed that the motion ball on the desk was going off, indicating that something had just moved it. But we saw earlier, it takes a lot of force to actually make that ball go off. I don't think I did. See, it takes a fair amount of movement to set this ball off. Did you just move the ball? Now there's different kinds of hauntings. Sometimes you can have an intelligent haunting that will respond to your questions and prompts. Sometimes you'll have residual. In this situation, we actually captured some residual sounds during an EVP session. Are you over in this corner? Can you let us know your name? Why do you like it here? Are you trapped here? Should I get into the bed? Nothing else significant was captured in this moment, but as we left, I was getting some shots of the outside, and I was on my way back to the car, and I heard a noise. Aaliyah got some pictures, and it was such a loud noise coming from inside, and I got this message from Shelly, and the air conditioner in the bar had been ripped off the wall. that's it. Finn, done. We did it. We had to take a nap. But what can I say? The Old Baraboo Inn is a very haunted location. I think that there's a good mix of both intelligent hauntings in there, as we got, you could tell that from some of the responses that we got. And given the last bit of evidence that we captured with the music, I think that, there's residual energy that's still stuck in that building as well. Especially, given the amount of emotions and trauma that was in that building and its 158 years of operation. It's just no surprise that some of that stuff is lingering. And it's no surprise that, maybe some people really enjoy being in that environment, even in the afterlife. So they're hanging around. And, I just want to thank BC, Shelly, Matt. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come through and investigate. Follow us, like us, comment, share. We got another investigation coming up in 2 weeks, and it's going to be an interesting one. Thank you.